Have you ever stared at the sky and imagined a world that's just a little different? What if Earth didn't just orbit one sun, but two? Sounds like a sci-fi movie, right? But it's not as far-fetched as you think. Today we're diving into a question that's both scientific and full of wonder. What if Earth had two suns? Let's start with mornings. On Earth, as we know it, the sun rises in the east and casts long golden shadows as it lights up the world. But in a two-sun system, you could see one sun rise in the east and another in the west shortly after. The entire sky would glow. Shadows would stretch in opposite directions. Light would blend and shimmer from multiple angles. Our world would be brighter, warmer, and infinitely stranger, right from the start of the day. With two suns, Earth would soak up double the energy. More light, more heat, this means soaring global temperatures. Ice caps, gone, glaciers, melted. Deserts would expand, covering continents. Crops might wither under harsh sunlight. Cities could become unlivable without serious cooling tech. Some regions might thrive, others might vanish under the weight of extreme weather. The Earth's climate system, already delicate, would be pushed to the edge. Now let's talk about nighttime, or the lack of it. With two suns, it might be rare to have complete darkness. One sun might set while the other is still high in the sky. Even when both set, it might not last long. No starry nights. No constellations. No soft moonlight. Just a glow that lingers constantly. This would confuse our sleep cycles, alter our dreams, and leave cities glowing under permanent twilight. Earth's ecosystems rely on the balance of day and night, heat and cool, light and dark, nocturnal. Nature lives by rhythm, sunrise and sunset, warmth and coolness, light and darkness. But in a world with two suns, that rhythm would break. Nocturnal animals like owls, bats, and fireflies would struggle to survive in a sky that never truly goes dark. Their feeding, nesting, and sleeping patterns would be disrupted. Plants that bloom only at night might stay closed, confused by endless light. Forests could suffer. Crops might grow unpredictably or not at all. Migrating birds could lose their sense of direction, relying on light cues that no longer make sense. Coral reefs, sensitive and already endangered, could bleach under constant exposure. Even underwater life could be affected by the never-ending brightness. Ecosystems would be thrown into imbalance. Some species might adapt, many might vanish. In this two-sun world, nature would not end, but it would become something unfamiliar, reshaped by light that never rests. Even in a world full of challenges, there would still be beauty, breathtaking, surreal beauty. Imagine standing on a hill, watching not one but two suns slowly dip below the horizon, one casting fiery orange light across the clouds, the other shimmering in soft gold behind you. The sky wouldn't just glow, it would transform. Vibrant streaks of pink, purple, crimson, and blue would ripple across the heavens. Shadows would stretch and twist in ways our eyes aren't used to. Sunsets would become spectacular events, unlike anything seen on modern Earth. Photographers would chase the perfect twin sunset shot. Artists would try to capture skies that don't seem real. Even a simple walk outside could feel like stepping into a painting or a dream. And when night finally arrived, if it ever did, it would come slowly, gracefully, like a curtain being drawn across a masterpiece. Even in chaos, the universe would... To survive, we'd innovate. Buildings would reflect heat. Cities might be built underground. People would wear smart clothes that adapt to UV and temperature. We'd build solar shields, cooling tunnels, and artificial nights. Crops would grow in underground or floating farms. Humans are resilient, and we'd find ways to live, even under two relentless suns. Maybe we'd adjust. Maybe this new Earth would feel normal one day. Our calendars, routines, even languages might change. And children would grow up dreaming of what it's like to live in a one-sun world. Twin shadows would be part of life. We'd tell stories about the time before two suns. And guess what? In space, this isn't fantasy. Astronomers have found real planets orbiting two suns, just like in Star Wars. Planets like Kepler 16b prove this world could exist. Someday we may visit them. Our single sun, it's something we often take for granted. But it gives us everything: warmth, light, rhythm, life itself. When we imagine a world with two suns, with all its beauty and challenges, we begin to realize just how delicate and perfect our own world really is. We live on a planet where days flow into nights, where the stars guide us through the dark, and where every sunrise brings promise, and every sunset, peace. So the next time you look up at the sky, take a moment to be amazed, to wonder, to dream, and to remember that the universe is far bigger, brighter, and stranger than we can imagine. And who knows? Maybe somewhere out there, a child is looking up at their two suns, wondering what it would be like to have just one. Keep dreaming. Keep asking, what if?